Guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to set up my social media sharing page in my bullet journal. So I've showed you guys a lot of the things in my bullet journal. This is a new week layout that I'm doing now. If you want to see more about it, let me know. But I wanted to do a little spread about my blog, and I've really been struggling keeping up with my social media posting, so I wanted to make sort of a layout for it. So in pencil, I love this one. It is the Palomino Blackwing. Not only is it gorgeous, but it feels great. The eraser's awesome. So I used this to just kind of get some ideas down. I just took some notes. The 4 major social media accounts that I use are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. So I've taken a look at how often I want to post on each of these, and I'm going to use that to make my little social sharing editorial calendar. So I'm going to give myself some space at the top to make a title. So I'll probably give myself 3 rows or so from here. I'm going to do it in a horizontal view just because I think it'll be a little bit easier. So I'm giving myself that kind of break, and then I'll probably give myself another space just visually so it's not too full. And then the next row here is going to be dates. Actually, I think I'm going to make the next row days of the week, and then under that I'll put dates. So today is Monday, November 14th, so I'm going to start it for tomorrow. So we get almost all the way through December. So I'm going to make sure that I have enough room for a second row here if possible, so I can finish December underneath. So let's see, we need a row for Facebook, so I'm planning on posting on Facebook once a day, so I need 1 row for Facebook. I'm aiming for 5 times on Twitter, so that takes us to 6 rows. Once to twice on Instagram, so that takes us 2 more. And then Pinterest, I use Tailwind, which I'll link below. You guys should check it out. It makes it really, really easy to schedule Pinterest sharing. And as long as I have the whole day scheduled for Pinterest, I'm good. So I can just go in there and make sure that I have that day scheduled in Pinterest and just check it off there. So that leaves us with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, number, and then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we'll probably want a space here. Day, number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're 2 behind. I think probably if I pop this up 1 more, that'll give us 1, and then we need another one. So I'm actually going to take away that little break here at the top to make sure that I have enough space. So it's always good as you're going through. I like to go through in pencil and kind of plan it out because I hate to get to the end of a page and just be missing 1 row. So I can't do it. I have to start again, or it's just not as efficient, or I have to squish stuff in. It just really bothers me. So I'm going to take away that break, and I think we will be good. So I'm going to start here with my pen. I don't like to do everything in pencil because I hate having to do an entire spread and then erase it all and start again. I'm just going to turn it here just because I find it a lot easier to write on this kind of an angle. So let's see, this is our first row. So I'm going to start here. We're going to have Tuesday, tomorrow, then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, etc. So after having the days of the week here, I'm going to put the numbers. So today's the 14th. Tomorrow's the 15th, so I'm just going to pop that in here. We've got 15, 16, 17, 18, etc. Now it's always good to make sure you know what a month ends on when you do this. Now, my favorite trick for this, I don't know if you guys have heard this, maybe everyone has, I use my knuckles. So I go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Basically, if you end on a knuckle, it's 31 days. If you end in between knuckles, it's less than 31. So it's either 30 for most months or less than that for February. So because November is in between, I know it's 30 days. If you want, you can also double check on your month calendar. For example, I see it ends on 30th. So 30 is the last. Now we're into December. So I'm just going to start again with 1 and keep counting up from there. And perfect, we got to 24 just like I'd counted before. So that's the entire first row. Now I'm gonna put in this column here on the left of all the social media platforms. The first one is Facebook, and I'm only planning on doing one Facebook post a week. Most of the research I've seen shows that Facebook, it's good 3 to 10 posts a week. So I thought I'd come out with new content 3 days a week. So I think it would be good to maybe just post once a day. Now for Twitter, usually says minimum 5 and up from there. I'm finding it very hard to post 5 times on Twitter a day. I just don't use Twitter naturally that much. I'm much more likely to go on Facebook or Instagram, so I'm trying to get myself into the habit. So I think I'm gonna aim for 5 a day. As long as I get 3 in a day, I'll feel pretty good about it, but I'm gonna aim for that 5 because we know that frequency on Twitter is really good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're on to Instagram. I love Instagram. I try to post every single day. I'm gonna put 2 in here because I wouldn't mind posting a little bit more frequently just to keep the engagement up on there. I do love Instagram. So allowing myself 1 to 2 posts per day. Now the last one is Pinterest, and as I said, I'm using Tailwind, so I'm just gonna put 1 spot for Pinterest here just to remind myself to schedule for that day on Tailwind. So that's my whole first section. Now I'm gonna do the second section here. Okay, so now I wanna work on the title. I'm just kind of gonna wing it because that's what I feel like doing. So let's see. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention this. I'm using a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen, and this is F for fine. I have a whole set of these, but I like the thickness of the fine. I already showed you my Palomino pencil. This is a random eraser that I got a long time ago. And then my colorful pens are my Staedtler Triplus fine liners, and this is the 20 color set. I've had this before and most of them ran out after a lot of use, and I recently repurchased it because it brings me so much joy. So I think I'm going to do this in kind of the tealy green. Actually, I'm going to do it in a light green. I feel like my brand is black and white, and anytime I have a color, it's pretty much going to be green. So kind of like to stick with my brand's colors. I actually recently changed up some of the colors on my website. I don't know if any of you frequent my website or not. You should though, because I post new blog posts every single Wednesday. So it's extra content if you subscribe to me on YouTube. And I do post blog posts about bullet journaling. I post blog posts about minimalism, all kinds of stuff. So those are every Wednesday. But I had just a little bit of more green and yellow kind of in my menu, and then links and things like that. And I just changed it all to be white and gray. And I just like that it's a little bit more minimal than it was before. That's obviously my style. For now, I'm going to leave this bottom area empty. If I decide that I'm not going to continue here in January, I might do a bit of a quote or maybe something else for tracking. I might even do a box, actually I kind of like that idea, to track my followers over the next month and a half on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, just to see how those are changing as I'm more regular in my scheduling. See, now I can't decide. Okay, I'm not going to do it now, but let me know in the comments below. Should I leave room here to do January, or should I just do this for the next month and a half and I should do a little social follower tracking box thing? You guys let me know. So I'm going to show you an example of this. So for tomorrow, Tuesday, I've already scheduled a Facebook post. So I'm going to check that guy off. I also know for a fact that I've scheduled one Twitter post because I just scheduled it. I also know a picture that I can share on Instagram, and I finished scheduling all of my pictures for Pinterest tomorrow, so those are done. So I'm just gonna check them off like that as I schedule them. So it's not once they go live, but actually once I schedule them, since that's what I'm tracking. And then on the Wednesday, I know I already have a Facebook post scheduled, so I can check that off as well. And I'm going to be doing it in the darker green, so it's going to be a bit of an alternating color scheme. I also know that I have my Pinterest scheduled for Wednesday. I know I have at least one tweet. So I'm not going to finish doing this because I'm going to do it sitting at my computer looking at my Hootsuite and my Tailwind to make sure that I am completing this properly. But I thought you guys might find it interesting if I just did a short little video showing you kind of how I come up with new spreads in my bullet journal. They're pretty simple, they're pretty minimal. That's how I like my bullet journal most of the time. So I might end up jazzing this up a little bit. I might add some, boxes around these. I might do like a light green line in between the day of the week and the number of the day. Those things kind of come later, but this is just my basic plan for scheduling my social media sharing. So if you've been looking for a way to kind of track your social media sharing and this seems like something that could work for you, let me know in the comments below. And if you do end up using it, whether you do it as like a printable or on a computer, or if you do it in your bullet journal, I would love to see a picture of it. So tag me on Instagram. I'm at Elizabeth Turn, or use the hashtag plant-based-bride, or you can do the same thing on Twitter. I'm at Elizabeth Turn and hashtag plant-based-bride so that I can see what you do. All right, thanks so much for watching this short little bullet journal video, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye.